Good morning, everybody. Here we go. Unit 11, Level 2. It is the last week of Level 2 before spring break. Bubblegum vibes in the studio. We're back to pink. This morning, we're just going to edit the vlog. We're going to take it easy. Our last assignment for Unit 10 wasn't marked yesterday, which is weird because Saturdays is a marking day. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but I was really hoping that it would. But it looks like we might have to do Sunday Fun Day on a Monday. But that's okay. We're chilling. It's a new vlog week, the final week of Level 2. I'm excited. I'm excited for a break. I'm excited to work on some of my other music. And I got a bunch of collabs on the go. And I'm excited about that too. I'm feeling tired though. I almost forgot that the clocks went forward an hour. So I technically woke up at like 6, I think. But it was 7. I don't know how it works. I mean, obviously I do. It's springing forward an hour. But I'm tired, okay? Leave me alone. We're gonna edit the vlog. Talk to you soon. Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Fun Day. And today's an extra special one. It is the last unit in Level 2. I'm excited. Checkpoints and projects. That is what the final unit of Level 2 is all about. This is probably going to be some big projects. Right, here we are. Unit 11. Checkpoints and projects. Okay, we start off with a keys project composition challenge. To complete this composition challenge, you must create 4-measure, 4-triad progression in either D minor or F major that utilizes all of the composition concepts that you have learned so far. Next up is a playing assignment. Triadic inversions in D minor, F major, and Reverie. Moving forward, we've got a keys review set, checkpoint 2. Please use this review set to review concepts and demonstrate your understanding of the keyboard techniques topics we've covered so far. And then off to a studio techniques review, checkpoint 2. Please use this review set to review concepts and demonstrate your understanding of the studio techniques topics we've covered so far. And then finally, ending off with synthesis project checkpoint 2. For this synthesis checkpoint, we are going to test your skills by challenging you to recreate 4 synth sounds. You'll be given a project file with some example synth sounds enclosed. Listen to each sound and recreate the sounds from scratch, aiming to get as close to the original sound as possible. And that is it. Review. Obviously, I'm going to update you throughout the week about how all these checkpoints are going. All these finals for Level 2. It's going to be a difficult week. There's a lot of work to do, but I'm really looking forward to diving straight in to these projects, straight into these checkpoints, getting them done, and then having myself a little break before Level 3. We're focused. This is why we do Sunday Fun Day. We know what's to come. We know what the projects are, and we just gotta get to work. That's it for Sunday Fun Day. See ya in Level 3. Good morning, everybody. Monday. Happy freaking Monday. Today, we are working on projects. It is finals week at Icon. We have a keys final, we have a sound design final, and we have 2 review sets, one on studio techniques and the other also on keys. So we got our work cut out for us this week. I think what we're going to get started on first, which is probably going to be the easiest thing, is the chord progressions. We learned how to do chord inversions as well as bass note inversions. Bass note inversions was a thing that helped me level up, so we're just going to get that out of the way real quick and then probably do the review sets. Icon does this in a unique way where the program actually makes you space out the review. So I'll do the first part of it today, and then probably over about a week's time, I'll eventually get to 100%. I'm really excited for the sound design checkpoint. I've been absolutely loving the sound design stuff. Look at that pink. Look at that pink. Woo. Love it. Let's get to work. And coming right up is Mental Health Monday. And this Mental Health Monday, I'm going to review the documentary that just came out called Underplayed. Basically, this documentary paints a portrait about the gender, ethnic, and sexual equality issues in dance music right now. A few of the artists involved in this were Tygapaw, Toki Monster, Nervo, and Rez. And yeah, it talks about a whole bunch of issues facing women in the music industry. Of note, 15 of the highest paid DJs last year made a total of $261 million. Out of those 15 people, they were all men. When I hear that, like, my perspective is like $261 million between those people. The biggest problem with the music industry is that, like, the pie is big enough for everyone. Like, there's no shortage of female, queer, black, people of color artists in the world. All these documentaries are coming out about inequality, and people of color are speaking up. Women are telling us, like, this is happening. And some of these documentaries that I'm seeing are from like the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Like, it seems that change is so slow, because when I see a documentary like this and I listen to some of the problems, I am blown away. I'm blown away that only like 50, 80 years ago, one person's lifetime, how much worse it was. But the fact of the matter is still how bad it is. All I see here are fear-based decisions that put people who are already wealthy in a position to gain more wealth, which socially doesn't make sense. Because if we can take care of people properly, then everyone gets a piece of the pie. And it's still not to say that if you do X, Y, and Z, you're not going to make more, or you're still not going to be successful. It's just that you're going to allow other people who arguably are equally deserving of that success to have some of the piece of the pie. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me that in an industry like this, where it's all about creating art, it's all about lifting each other up, it's all about relating, and it's all about connection, that the gap is so great. So that was a pretty good rant. That leads me into like the history of dance music, and some, especially the queer community, LGBTQ+, like, dance music started in these underground clubs. Gay underground clubs is the history of where this music came from. And so marginalized people, such as the queer community, ostracized, even though those communities were the ones that started this all. So things are backwards. This leads me to something that has stood out in my mind, that popped into my head when I was watching Underplayed. I kind of want you to really pay attention to this. So I wrote it down because it was something that was really standing out in my head for the last couple days. So here we go. The absence of an issue in your life, and not just a small issue, an issue brought up by hundreds, if not thousands of people, does not mean that the issue isn't real. The absence of an issue in your life does not mean that the issue is not real. And I believe that we have to seriously question ourselves when we automatically want to deny an issue, yet so many people are saying that these kinds of issues exist. Even if you still don't believe it, instead of arguing or getting defensive, I guarantee you someone you care about has gone through something like this. So talk to the people closest to you, and then when you find one that has been affected by these equality issues, support them. And you will learn from that experience what these people are talking about. All right, that is it for Mental Health Monday today. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Yesterday, we actually finished one of our final checkpoints for level 2, which was a composition assignment, and basically I had to write a whole bunch of chords and bass notes and then use my new knowledge of chord and bass inversions to write a basic progression in D minor. We're done that. We got 100%. Bing, bang, boom. You see behind me here, we got these 4 little things going on. Those are different sounds that I need to recreate. So we're gonna get into that and see how we do. All right, let's let's get to work. Kind of wanted to share something with everyone here. You know that vocal remix I did a few weeks ago? Well, results are in, and yeah, didn't make top 3. I mean, he got 300 remixes in, apparently. I'm obviously bummed out, and I considered this to be one of my best tracks. And therein lies my issue. Self-made. I mean, I'm allowing myself to feel bummed out because I do. But the fact of the matter is, the excitement that I felt when I handed in this track as my best remix ever was palpable. I literally said this. I said, I low-key kinda don't want to win because I want to make this an original track. And I got my wish, but I'm bummed out. I mean, 1,000,001 things need to happen for these kinds of contests to line up in someone's favor. The reality is, doesn't mean my track is bad. I know that. It's up on the whiteboard. Remix to original. We got another one. We got 3 of them up there right now, and it's gonna be a freaking banger. It's my little message to you. It's okay to feel bummed out, but there is the bigger picture. We can't dwell on this stuff for long because it's not a reflection of who I am as a person or an artist. So let's get back to our finals. Nice and bright in the studio. I love it when it's like this. Right now we're jumping into a Q&A, but this one is different. This is a Q&A with Icon alumni Wednesday and Kendall, and this is kind of interesting. We are doing a Q&A on their upcoming release. So I think they're gonna go over the collaboration process, what it takes to work together. They're gonna go over how they released it, which distribution, which label, and they're gonna basically cover the ins and outs of how to do a release. So really excited, both alumni, and I'm just stoked to hear what they have to say. As per usual with these Q&As, I will come back right after and do a recap and let you know how it went. That Q&A was absolutely amazing. It actually super exceeded my expectations and was a lot less about their collaboration and more about just answering our questions about their Icon experience, about their post-graduation experience. Like, what did they have to go through to get to where they are right now? And so, yeah, the artist Wednesday and the artist Kendall, new collaboration coming out, and honestly, a real wealth of knowledge, but like almost opposite outlooks in a lot of ways, which is just so fascinating to me that like the success can come to anyone who just puts in the effort. One of the questions was basically talking about post-graduation. What did they do to either give themselves a break because they've been going hard for a year, or did they just get crazy and just keep going? And Kendall actually had the answer of like, if you need to take a break and like reflect on everything you just did, then go and do that. Like, respect where you're at type thing. And Wednesday's answer was kind of on the opposite of that, a little more strict, a little more, well, you're already in the college kind of mindset, you've already been working, so why not just create a schedule and keep going? And the cool thing is like both outlooks are perfectly acceptable. It's just a matter of like knowing who you are and what you need. And I think that people can get really caught up in allowing themselves to take a break, especially me. But yeah, people can get really caught up in what they should be doing. And a lot of that stuff is just them comparing to other people rather than just asking themselves deep down, what do I need? On the flip side of that, sometimes we just don't know what we need. So we got to allow ourselves space for that too. Lovely perspectives and kind of just what I needed today, to be honest. I was feeling a bit down earlier, but you know what? We still got work done. Like, we've handed in our final project for sound recreation. We got 3 out of the 4 sounds like pretty close. So honestly, I know I keep saying it, but I'm just so proud. Like, this is hard work. We're moving forward, we're progressing, and I am proud of myself. And future me, I'm proud of you, dude. You did a really good job at Icon. You killed level 2. And you know what? Wherever we're at, when you're rewatching this, let's just keep going. Things are gonna work out. Great Q&A. Love these Q&As. We'll see you next time. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 17th. And we are almost done. Everything that we need to hand in. We are continuing doing the reviews. There's 2 of them. I think one's at about 50% and the other one's at about 70%. So we just got to keep doing those day by day till they're done. And you know what? I think we're just going to work on music. you know, we've got no mentor session. We're not doing a track a week anymore. We're taking a break from that, seeing what our next mentor has in store for us. Still don't know who that is yet, but we should find out a couple days before next quarter starts. Not a lot going on, actually. I basically finished already the hardest part of these final checkpoints. We are looking good for finishing off level 2 this week.